Welcome back. I'm leafing through the Stokes catalog here, and it's so, I think all of us are starved for color.
We are very.
Yeah, we really need to have. I'm sure that everybody that gets their seed catalogs have got them well marked by now, and
they do.
What they're probably have put their orders in already to get them. We were talking about starting your plants, so seeding.
Yes, seeding. So I brought, this is a greenhouse flat, and you'll notice I put a web tray under, which is quite open, like that. So you don't need to have that. I just brought it because it's sturdier. But these have holes in the bottom.
Okay.
So whatever you're doing, make sure there's holes in the bottom so that the moisture can go out. I actually had somebody in trouble last year, came to the greenhouse and said, I can't get these to germinate. And he had them in like takeout containers, so no holes. So I immediately, you know, sort of took everything out and put them into a container with holes. And the other thing he did was I don't know where he got the soil, but it was so heavy. I thought, how can anything germinate in that? So yeah, I just switched everything.
So this is premium potting mix.
This is, actually found this at the Zare store, and it's ProMix BX in a teeny weeny bag. We buy it by the bale. Huge big, and it's compressed, but same medium. There's actually no like dirt in there. It's all mixed things that are good for growing, and it's very light. So this is what we use in the greenhouse. And it's already a bit moist, so you just go in and fill your flat. Now just nice to get, so it's very light. It's not like topsoil or garden soil.
Yeah.
And then, now I have a big potting bench, so I can be as messy as I want, but here I'll be a little careful. So this is a little tool that my late husband made. You can see it's well worn, and he uses it for two things. He used to level out the soil, and you'll notice I'm not pressing.
No, I'm just sliding it around.
I'm just sliding and making it even.
Kind of like icing a cake.
It is very. You know, in the greenhouse, I would just fill it and then just take this and sweep it off.
Right.
But I don't want to send dirt flying all over here. Okay, so you would fill that nice light soil. And then depending on the seed.
I'm just going to hold this up here so Dan can get a look at that.
Yeah, you see there's flecks of white in there, and that's perlite. There's vermiculite, peat moss, wetting agent, and fertilizer in there. So once you've got that, and you have to figure out where you're going to grow it. Now, people do have those tables with their grow lights, which is perfect. But if you just want to start a few things, just fine. You don't need sun right away, a sunny spot. You just need somewhere that's going to be warm. So I brought along a heating pad. So you can put your heating pad somewhere on a table. Or if you don't have that and you only have one tray, you can put it on the top of your refrigerator.
Okay.
Because you've got bottom heat, which is what you want to keep the soil warm.
Now, does it have to have the heat all the time? Okay.
Yeah. The greenhouse has heating cables, so that bench is warm from the bottom.
All right.
So that's the first thing, bottom heat. And then if it's a very tiny seed, or we just sort of make little indentations for our rows. So suppose we're sowing tomato seeds. So we just go along like this and make our rows. And not very deep, that's only about 1/4 of an inch deep. And then we would just go up and down with the seed, putting it in, not too close together because then they're very tight. And then after, you just go with this and you just sort of smooth it over, because you just need a little bit of soil on top, because the depth of the seed is usually how deep you put it, how thick they are. So some seeds are huge, right? And others are like, petunias are like little black pepper flakes.
So when should people start their seeds inside?
Well, again, check growth time. Not too early because things do stretch. If you're trying some perennials and things, you could be starting now. But the tomatoes probably in another 3 weeks.
Okay.
You could start indoors.
And then how long is it going to take indoors for these things before they're ready to go out into the garden? Again, that'll depend on the seed.
That depends on the weather and then on the variety. And I brought a spray bottle because for watering, you just want the soil kept moist.
Okay.
You don't want
so you don't want to drown it.
You don't want to drown it, and you want to, I don't know if I've got this turned right, but basically you just want to spray, put a spray on, keep the soil moist, don't let it dry out. And then the next step is everyday check, or depending on the heat in your house, check twice a day, make sure that soil is moist so that they can germinate. And then we just cover our flats like that.
Okay.
Like that. So that keeps the moisture in. It's like a little mini greenhouse. You've got your bottom heat, your moisture, and it's staying in there.
Now, should you have that somewhere where the sun might shine on it?
You don't need sun at this point. You just need them. It shouldn't be black, but they should have the heat first.
Okay.
And then once they start to germinate, I just want to mention though, if you're trying like begonias and some other varieties, they need black out. So so then we use black so that they get absolutely no light.
All right.
So there's a few things that we have to black them. But it should tell you on the seed packet for starting instructions what to do. So we check every day because we're watering, spraying, and then all of a sudden you start to see them come up. So they come up with a little knob like that, right? So that's the first little sprout coming up. So we usually wait till they're at least 1/2 inch or better and starting to grow, and then we take them off the heat.
Okay.
And then they get more sun. Then that's when the grow lights really are important, or put them in a sunny window.
Really sunny, if you had a nice sunroom or something.
And then you really have to watch the watering once they're coming up. But again, don't drown them over water.
All right. Well, thank you, Pat. We
You're
only have
welcome.
about 40 seconds left, so I just wanted to touch on Canada Blooms.
Oh,
It
yes.
starts.
Yes, it started last Friday.
Okay.
Yes.
So I know lots of folks from this area go down to get their little
Quick fix of spring.
Yes, exactly. And it should be some beautiful displays down there this year.
Their theme this year is Old Canada, and they're celebrating the 150th anniversary of Canada, so it should be spectacular.
It should be. So folks, you can go online and get information about Canada Blooms. If you don't know anything about it, get tickets, get down there, get your fix of flowers. And when's the greenhouse opening, Pat?
I'm starting next Monday, getting ready, and then my cuttings come because we buy by plugs.
Okay.
And then our seeding starts.
Alrighty.
So, yeah.
I know you'll be back to talk to us more about planting.
with real plants.
We'll be back with more on Great County Life.